Anne, I'm not going home today. You can eat dinner by yourself and go to bed first. What? What's wrong, Harold? Why aren't you coming home? You deceived me. I'm deeply disappointed. I thought you were the kind of woman who would never lie to me. Wait a minute. What's wrong with you all of a sudden? What do you mean I deceived you? I don't remember lying to you about anything. Oh, come on. So that's how you're going to play it, huh? Yesterday was our first Christmas together. I didn't expect such a surprise. How can we stay married like this? What? Surprise? More and more, I don't understand what you mean. Yesterday, we went to my parents' house for a Christmas party. Your excuses are pathetic. Do you know how shocked I was? Hearing such things. You had something very important that can only be considered marriage fraud. No. I don't remember hiding anything at all that could be called marriage fraud. You can't go on denying it. I heard it with my own ears. You heard what with your own ears? For crying out loud, you're so arrogant, you know that? I'm asking you because I have no idea what you're talking about. Enough. Don't you ever talk to me again, you scammer. Oh my. Well, I'll forgive you if you'll just admit that you lied to me. I'm going home to my parents' house until you're sorry and apologize. Huh? Listen, I won't reply until you apologize. See ya. Wait a minute, Harold. All this scamming and lying? Can you just explain it to me so I can understand? Harold! Melinda, I'm on my way there now. Oh, Harold, I was waiting for your call. I was working overtime earlier. Sorry, I'm late. But it looks like I can stay at your place for a while starting tonight. Really? I'm so happy. But is everything okay with your wife? Won't she get suspicious if you don't come home for a few days? I'm fine. No problem. I told her I'm going back to my parents' house for a while. What? I'm sure she won't care if it's just my parents' house. Actually, I found out yesterday that she was hiding a terrible fact from me. As punishment, I've decided not to go home until she apologizes. What happened? As I recall, you went to your wife's parents' house yesterday, right? Yes, that's right. I wanted to make her parents happy. I planned a Christmas party. But the festivities didn't last. Oh my! I'll tell you all the details when I get there. It was a real shock. I understand. Your husband will be gone for a while, right? Yeah. He said he's going away for a long trip. It's obvious he's lying. He's probably on vacation with his girlfriend. Oh, that's lucky. We can spend a lot of time together without worrying about it. I know, right? Christmas is already finished, but I'll buy some Christmas cookies and we can eat them together. Okay, great. I'll be looking forward to it. Harold, where are you now? Yesterday, you said you were going back to your parents' house. I just checked with my mother-in-law and she said you never came home. I'm not sure why you're upset. Your mother is worried about you. Can you at least tell me where you are? We just got married. I didn't expect to lose contact with you like this. Anyway, I just want to know if you're okay. Please be sure to text me back. Melinda, I just arrived at my parents' house. I thought I was going to be able to spend the New Year's holidays alone with you, but I'm so disappointed. Anne's been in contact with my mom. She's been asking about my whereabouts, so I have no choice but to go home. I'm disappointed too. I thought this year I could count down the new year with you. I'm really sorry. I'll make up some excuse and get out of my parents' house in a few days. Yeah, okay. Please come back soon. But even so, I was really surprised. I never thought that your wife was someone who couldn't bear children. And she hid the fact that she was infertile from you the whole time. I was really surprised too. The reason Anne and I got married in the first place was because we wanted to have children. I thought it would be fine if we got married later, when I had more time to settle down at work. But we both wanted to have at least 3 kids if possible. We thought it would be a good idea to get started as soon as possible. So we decided to get married. And yet, my wife is infertile. I can't believe it. Wow, that's a scam. That's right. It's a kind of marriage fraud. Well, I do feel sorry for her for being infertile. But I don't think you should get married without telling the person who's going to be your mate. I wonder why she just wasn't honest with me about it. She probably didn't want to lose you. She knew you'd like the kids. So she tried to appeal to you that she wanted kids too. She can't even have one, let alone a lot of children. She probably thought that once you were married, everything would be fine. If I had known from the beginning that she was infertile, I wouldn't have rushed into marriage. But then, I realized something really cool. What? What? She hid the fact that she was infertile from me. I think that's more than enough reason for me to ask for a divorce. I see. So, does that mean... Oh, I might even be able to file damages against her for fraud. That's right. Normally, if your wife found out about our relationship, she would probably ask for compensation. She hid the fact that she was infertile too. So, it's a win-win situation. Oh, we might be able to get a divorce without paying anything. And you found out that your husband was cheating on you too. Well, we don't have proper proof yet. Some people have witnessed the affair. So I'm sure he's up to something. He might even have an illegitimate child. An illegitimate child? Oh my God. Yeah, that's horrible. I mean, he and I don't even have a child yet. I heard the child is big enough to walk hand in hand with. I see. Well, then I guess you'll just have to call it a mutual divorce like I did. Either way, fate is on our side. I'm glad. I can't wait to be with you. Me too. I'm going to get rid of that infertile woman and have a baby with you. Harold, your mother told me about you. You came back to your parents' house once at the end of the year and left again at the beginning of the year. And now you are staying with a friend. This friend is a woman, right? Actually, I hired a firm to look into it. I've been trying to get in touch with you. And I heard a rumor that you were walking around town with a woman I don't know. I thought I'd better check it out. I was surprised when I saw the results. The other woman is married too. Her husband is away for a long time on a business trip. You took advantage of that time and moved in with her. You moved out to be with her, didn't you? I'd like to discuss the future with you. I think it's about time you got back to me. We have all the evidence of the affair and we have your whereabouts. Oh, yes, and by the way, I'll be sure to ask for some type of compensation. There's no point in trying to weasel out of it. Melinda, I'm on my way home from work. I got a text from my wife. It seems she found out about us. Oh, really? She hired a private detective to check into it. They know I've been in and out of your house, and that you're married. She said she's got all the evidence she needs, and she wants to talk to me about what's going on. Wow! She even used the detective! She's going to ask for alimony. But you have a trump card, don't you? Haha, that's right. She said there was no point in running away. I'm not going to run or hide. Let's see who's going to pay. So, what are you going to do after this? Are you going to talk to your wife? Well, although I don't have to worry about getting charged with compensation, to be honest, it's just too much of a hassle to talk about it. I'll just ignore her till she contacts me again. Let's just enjoy living with each other for the time being. Okay. I wonder if your wife will get mad and come over to my house. Don't worry. She doesn't have the guts. Even if she does come over, I'm sure she'll calm down when I confront her with the fact that she hid the fact that she was infertile. That's true. Oh, I'm almost there. I'll be home in a bit. Okay, I have dinner waiting for you. Harold, it's been more than 3 months since Christmas when you snapped for no reason and left me. It seems you're still ignoring me and continuing to live with your lover. I'm running out of patience with you. Oh, Anne? You finally replied. What the hell? I hadn't heard from you in 2 months since my last message. I thought you'd given up on the compensation. Of course not. I'm going to start my revenge now. What? What do you mean, revenge? You are one to talk, you fraud. Are you still saying that? I didn't con you in any way. Don't get shifty with me, because I heard your parents talking about it on Christmas Day. What? My parents were talking about what? We were sleeping in the room next to your parents' bedroom on Christmas night. I was having trouble falling asleep. I was playing with my phone and I heard your mother and father talking next door. They said you're infertile, actually. I'm infertile? That's right. You're really a jerk, you know that? You said you wanted 3 kids. But in reality, you can't even have one. I see. So that's why you called me deceitful. That's right. I got married because I wanted kids. But my parents weren't talking about me. Huh? What do you mean? I don't want to say too much, but they were talking about my sister. Huh? No way. I'm sure they were talking about you. Even though they were in the next room, it was through the wall, so I think you must have misheard them. My sister and I have similar names. Oh my God. My sister and her husband have been married for 4 years. and they still can't have kids. Just recently, they went to the hospital for a checkup. They found that the cause was on my sister's side. But there is a possibility that they can have a baby if they get treatment. My sister and her husband have decided to live happily together even if they can't have children. I don't think my parents were that serious about it. Wait a minute. Then you... At least I didn't have any problems when we got married. Huh? I had a checkup before we got married. We wanted to have kids right away, so I did it just in case. You had a checkup. Did you tell me that? I thought I showed you the medical certificate. Did you forget? Well... Oh, I see. It seems you've been two-timing your partner since we got married. You didn't care about my diagnosis. No, I mean... Did you think I got married to you and hid the fact that I was infertile? So you've been accusing me of deceiving you like I'm the devil. You were trying to make it sound like we are both at fault because I had deceived you, so you could get out of paying alimony or other compensation. Well, that's, Oh, this is ridiculous. It seems as though I've hit the nail on the head. Well, since that's the case, we're getting a divorce, right? Of course I'll be sure to charge you compensation. Wait a minute. If you're not infertile, then that's a different story. What? Are you saying that you wouldn't have cheated on me if you knew I could have children? I wanted to have a baby with you. How dare you say that when you were two-timing me before we were married? And? Either way, it doesn't change the fact that you were unfaithful. Then, goodbye forever. Huh? Wait a minute. Forever? No way. Anne, let's talk it through. Please, Anne, don't turn your back on me. Melinda, I can't go back there today. What? What's wrong all of a sudden? I made your favorite food and it's waiting for you. I'm in a bad situation. What? I was mistaken. Why? My wife's sister is the one who was infertile. What do you mean? I heard my wife's parents talking about their daughter being infertile. I thought they were talking about my wife. Apparently, I misheard her name. So, you're saying your wife isn't infertile? Yeah. She said her checkup came back clear. Wait, that means if she finds out about our relationship, she's definitely gonna file charges. She already knows. Wait, what are we going to do? I don't know how much they're going to charge me in alimony. We're going to have to pay thousands of dollars, aren't we? Oh, God, how did you make such a silly mistake? And I can't believe you didn't know the result of the bridal check. What can I say? My wife and her sister-in-law have the same name. I even forgot that my wife had a bridal check. You're an idiot. But you know what? At least you found out your husband cheated on you, right? I guess the money we're going to pay out will only be half. About that? Huh? What? I guess my husband wasn't cheating on me after all. Huh? I was convinced that my husband was cheating on me based on what my friend had witnessed. But after that, I didn't get any new information at all. I asked my friend again about the appearance of the woman he was having an affair with. And I found out that it was his sister. Huh? I thought there was an illegitimate child, but it turned out to be my sister-in-law's kid, my niece. What the hell is that? It just so happened that my sister-in-law's husband was away that day. My husband was just helping his sister with her shopping. Oh, man. You've got to be kidding me. What kind of misunderstanding is that? How can you mistake simply shopping with your sister for an affair? What? You're going to be sued because of your misunderstanding too. By the way, your husband doesn't know about us, right? Maybe, but what if he does? I'm a housewife. I can't pay anything. I don't have thousands of dollars either. You work, so you have more than I do. I don't have enough to pay your half too. I'll take care of my side. That's terrible. You can't protect me. You know, I don't make a lot of money, right? I'll have a hard time just paying my wife. Anyway, I hope your husband doesn't find out about us. Oh my God, I really don't know what to do. I'm not going back there today. I'm staying at a business hotel. It'll be a real mess if he comes back. Oh God, I can't take this anymore. Harold, it's what we are afraid might happen. Don't tell me. Yesterday, my husband came back from his business trip. He told me he's divorcing me. I knew it. He found out about us. Your wife contacted him. And did? This is horrible. Speaking of Anne, she said she's going to start her revenge. I don't have any money. What am I supposed to do now? My life is ruined because of your screw up. Shut up. It's not just my fault. No, it's your fault. You left your wife because you assumed she was infertile. She got serious and started investigating. Oh, God. I wouldn't have cheated on her if I knew it was going to turn out like this. After that, Harold and I successfully got divorced. Melinda, his lover, and her husband also divorced about the same time. My husband and Melinda had to pay a hefty amount in damages. For about 3 months after Christmas, they lived together sweetly without knowing anything. They hit rock bottom in one fell swoop. They both had to take on debt to pay the alimony. My ex-husband started working part-time in addition to his job. His mistress started working at night. But no matter how hard they worked, the paychecks disappeared to pay off the debt. They are now living in extreme poverty in a shabby apartment, blaming each other for their failures. As for me, after my divorce from my husband, I returned to my parents' house and started living with them. I thought I was fed up with marriage, but recently, I became friends with a man I met at work and started dating him. I still don't know what the future holds. Unlike my ex-husband, he is a sincere and trustworthy person. I would like to take my time and nurture our love.